Hey, it's Josephine from the Pointe Shop. We're at the Boys and Girls Club in Irvine right now because we're here for the Dance Med event, and we're going to do a pointe shoe fitting. If you don't know what Dance Med is, it's an organization for local dance specialists. So we have a PT here today, a dietitian, so everyone that you might need for your dance journey coming here to help the local dance community to help make sure that you're nice and healthy. So this is Elise, and we're going to do a pointe shoe fitting. She's currently in a pretty hard shoe right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to find a shoe that's a little bit easier for her to roll through today, okay? Bring your right foot up on pointe and step up onto pointe. So if you look at her feet, it looks gorgeous, and there's really nothing wrong with this shoe. I actually quite like it if she wants a shoe that lasts a bit longer, but can you roll down? So the vamp is a little bit long for her right now, so that it's preventing her toes from really rolling through all the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one other shoe that's a little bit softer with a slightly shorter vamp so that it's a little easier for her to roll through all the way. Can you go into parallel? Step up onto pointe. But I really don't think that there's anything wrong necessarily with this shoe. So this is something that we're going to probably switch off back and forth. So we're going to keep this shoe as a second pair, and then we're going to have a shoe that we're going to work through in class. Can you come down for me? So the whole point of having the softer shoe that you can roll through better in is so that you can articulate through your feet and get stronger. This is going to be a shoe that will last a bit longer. The roll through shoe is not going to last as long. So that's the one downside. So even though Elise doesn't weigh very much, she is probably going to break the shoe pretty quickly, but she'll get stronger faster in that shoe. So we're going to have one shoe that she can roll through in, that she can articulate through in, and then one shoe that will last her a little bit longer so mom doesn't have a heart attack every time she goes through pointe shoes. Come down for me. Can I see the other shoe? So if you take a look at both of these shoes, even though the fabric comes up pretty high, if I fold it down, the vamp actually stops really low. So the vamp, you can see that it's a much lower vamp here. This is a little bit higher so that her little toes can roll through. And then the shank is a little bit softer as well. Depending on the brand and the model, the shoe sizes are all different. So she's in a 3 in the harder shoe, and she's a 2.5 in this one. So they're not all the same. And even within the same brand, the sizing is a little bit different. So it's very difficult to kind of guess her size if you don't know what it is. Bring your right foot up on pointe. So you can't tell right now because she doesn't have ribbons and elastic on, but in class she'll definitely be able to roll through a little bit better. Releve. I'm not really fixing anything necessarily. I'm just trying to get her a shoe that she's rolling through a little bit better in. Can you cross it into fit position? Beret. So you want to make sure that you have a shoe that you're rolling through the best in to make sure that you are articulating your feet and you're able to point in your shoes, because if the shoe is doing all of the work and just propping you up, you're not actually getting much better. So, okay, beautiful. Bring that down. It's a little bit hard to tell unless you're watching Elise in class, but this is what we're going to send her home with, and I'm going to have her switch off between the harder shoe and the softer shoe, so we have one shoe for longevity and one shoe for articulation. So if you have any questions about pointe shoes, about getting stronger in your pointe shoes, and what your pointe shoes can do for you, just leave that on the comments. If you're interested in attending a Dance Med event, then let us know as well. It's a really great way to kind of get the local dance specialists together so we can introduce you to your team. A lot of dancers get injured and they don't know where to go, and a lot of times when you go to a regular doctor or a regular PT that are not familiar with dancers, then they don't know exactly what to do with you because dancers are so specific. So it's really important to go to a dance-specific specialist. So if you have any questions about that, we have some great resources and great partners. Let us know that as well, and I will see you guys later.